lease in or lease out. Okay, then maintenance. So entire life cycle of inception of any initiative till your handover and then doing the maintenance. This is the exactly real estate life cycle in India. Okay, but if you see out of India, when we are saying only real estate company, it means they are just doing business in lease in or lease out. Okay, lease in and lease out. In out of India, construction industry is different from real estate, but in India, real estate and construction industries has been combined in one, and we are calling it as a real estate company. Okay, so what I'm going to explain here, when any idea or any initiatives taken by organization to do the investment and to build the units for lease in or lease out. Okay, from that point of time, we need to understand the steps. Okay, what is the exactly investment, on what basis they are doing it, and after that, when they are constructing it, what are the different parameters there in the construction industries. And once my product is ready, once my building is ready, okay, then how we are managing our lease in or lease out scenarios. Okay, so my major focus will be only ReFx also only, where we will understand all the master data, all the business process of ReFx. But in this batch, I have included few business cases and few scenarios to explain before ReFx, like from investment perspective and then construction perspective. So whenever any company is deciding to do any investment, before that they are doing the feasibility study. They are checking the possibility to execute this project. Okay, and here we are talking about India only, because in real estate in India we are doing the construction and the real estate together. So here, when we are going for any construction, the organization will decide first whether this particular project where we are going to do the investment, will it be beneficial for us or not. Okay, and what kind of customer they are targeting. If they are selling their unit, what kind of units they are planning to deliver them, and if they are going for any lease out, any real estate scenario, in that case, what kind of product they want to make it ready. So that is the main thing, and this part we will cover in investment management. Okay, so here, as per the real estate lifecycle management, the first point where my process is going to start is the idea. Okay, so in SAP we are having two different modules by which we can manage this concept. First is the PPM, portfolio project management, and another is investment management. Okay, so I'll let you know the difference between these two. But first, the investment and construction. First, the idea has to be submitted by the strategic department, and if my idea or my initiative is approved, then it will go for the construction. Okay, so let's say I will take one business case of Godrej Property. Okay, so Godrej Property is very well-known brand in India in construction industries and real estate. So whenever they are planning to do any project, before that they are checking all the possibilities, all the feasibilities, and then only they are going for construction. So here in this investment and construction, my idea will be approved or my initiative will be approved, and once it is approved, then it will go for the construction. So as per the SAP standard business process, we can manage it in the EPPM, Enterprise Portfolio Project Management. So EPPM, basically this is a package within S4HANA, and in this package we are having four major modules. One is a portfolio project management, where we can manage our portfolios, our ideas, initiatives, items. Okay, and once it is approved, then it will go for construction. And when we are going for construction, PS project system will help us in this case. Okay, and if we are going for any sale, in that case SD will be there. Okay, so my initiation point will be portfolio project management. Okay, portfolio project management, it is having additional license. Okay, so sometimes if you want to if cost is a perspective, if you don't want to include additional cost, in that case you can choose investment management. That module is available in your core SAP. So IM also basically is being used to study the feasibility of any project and to manage the approval process. okay, through appropriation request. There is one specific business process which can be used there. So once your appropriation request is approved, then you can transfer this idea initiative to your project system, where your all detailed planning and construction execution will be taken care. And once your product is ready, once your building is ready, then you will move to ReFx, flexible real estate management. So here in investment and construction, it is providing us all investment ideas, okay, and approval steps and decision criteria. So we can define our own criteria there. Create projects and track budgets, milestone deliverables and delivery dates. So these all things we will take care in our project execution. So that will be a part of project system. We are having managed to invite the bids from the supplier who are working for us in our project, and we can award the contract, handle purchase order, manage invoicing, and track all plan and committed and actual cost. So project system, this module is basically one controlling module which is helping us in planning of my projects in details, okay. And then when we are going for execution, we can invite the bids from the supplier to the supplier, and then supplier will submit their quotations and we will compare that and we can award the contract to suppliers, okay. So all these activities will be managed in MM, but it is tightly integrated with your project system, okay. So whenever you are receiving any material or services from any contractor, in that case the actual cost will be posted into your project system object, whether it is a WBS, work breakdown structure, or network activities. So here we are focusing only investment and construction. So let's say, just assume your project is ready now, okay, all the construction has been done. Then you need to create a master data in ReFx. That is the next step. So here in this batch, it is my first batch in which I have included this portion, investment and construction. I will explain from the PPM perspective, portfolio project management, and then I'll take you to the project system. I'll take one simple cycle in project system also, how you can create your project, what are the details which you can keep in the project system, okay. Then how you can perform procurement process for services and material, and then how you can get actual cost into your project, okay. And once actual cost is coming, then how you can settle it to AUC, asset under construction, because we are talking here about investment project only. So once it is coming in the AUC, then finally my product is ready. I will create one asset and then we will settle it to asset. So simple cycle will be explained here. And once your asset is ready, it means your master data can be created here in ReFx now. So then we'll start our ReFx, where I'll explain how you can activate your business functions in ReFx, all required business functions, and then basic settings of controlling area, basic settings of company code, and then how you can utilize the master data functionalities here for the usage view and the architecture view. So that will start after that. So here, further to investment and construction, if you are willing to sell your product, okay, in that case you can integrate your project system with the SD, sales and distribution, where you can manage your sale, and marketing is also there. Before even going for sales, you need to market it, okay. So marketing will happen in both the cases, whether you are selling it or you are leasing it out, okay. So here for the marketing, we are having a module called CRM, customer relationship management, which can be integrated with ReFx directly, okay. So that is available in standard solution.
Sir, can I disturb you for 1 second here?
Let me finish this slide. We will open for questions. Okay.
Okay.
Just yeah. So sales and marketing, and then it will go for next step. Yeah, sales and marketing, basically here we will plan campaign for the promoting vacant space. So if you are integrating, if you are managing your customers for real estate, lease in or lease out scenarios, in that case, you can plan the campaign, you can promote your vacant space, whatever the availability is with you, you can track and qualify the leads, work on the new sales opportunities, and then match real estate demand and supply. So all these things you can manage it here. The next it is go for lease and space management. So this is the place where you are going to enter into REFX, flexible real estate management. So in SAP, in complete life cycle management of real estate, it is starting from investment and construction, then it is going for sales and marketing, then finally it is coming lease and space management. And here we are having different functionalities to handle and assign rental space. We are having a functionality of real estate search based on the requirement of any customer. Okay, we can find out the best suitable space or the rental unit, and then we can propose for further execution. Like we can create offered contract, and then finally it can be converted into contract, real estate contract. So once this real estate contract is signed by both the party, it will become a legal document, and then every month, as per the condition, that customer need to pay the amount as per the contract conditions. So this portion we are covering in REFX and FICO. Okay, so REFX, you are having business process, and it is tightly integrated with your FICO component to post all the accounting entries. Then let's say you already started, that contract is started, and you are the company who's providing the maintenance and repair for all your units. So in that case, plant maintenance will help us. We can integrate your real estate system with plant maintenance module. Okay, here in the plant maintenance, whatever the equipments you are having in the rental unit, or let's say a particular floor, we can create as a function location, and equipment whatever is installed in your rental unit, that can be created as equipment, and we can create a notification directly from your REFX itself. Okay, and then if the maintenance team is able to finish their work without putting any extra cost or any material, in that case we can close based on the notification itself. Otherwise it will go for the next level of maintenance order, where we can manage our cost and material part. Okay, so in this batch, we are going to start from investment and construction, then it will go for sales. Here just I'll give you idea here when how the SAP project system and SD is integrated, and then just overview of CRM. Okay, how opportunity is integrated with your master data or any other object into REFX, and then we will focus more on this area, lease and space management. So 80-90% we are going to focus here only. Okay, and in this, when we are going to discuss this lease and space management, we will discuss IFRS16 also, and then we will discuss maintenance and repair. So here in this area, maintenance repair, I will go in more detail because it is very important area where some REFX consultant are not having experience, because most of people are coming from FI background. So they are skipping this portion, but in this batch I'll focus it on more, because it is as per the industry requirement also, it is very important. Okay, so any question here, please? We can discuss it now.
Sir, actually, see, while you are explaining this starting of this investment and construction, right? So the project initiation, right? So the first question is that how far it is. I mean, what is the major difference between your EPPM and your investment construction feasibilities wise? Actually, so do you see any better functions in the EPPM instead of investment and construction?
See, now IAM is a part of EPPM only. Okay, EPPM is having different module. It's a package. Earlier we used to call it as a, we are providing your this solution in IAM. We will provide this solution PS. We will provide it in PPM. We will provide it in CPM. So to remove this confusion, SAP given the terminology EPPM. EPPM was available in Primavera and other ERP tools also. Okay, that concept EPPM. So the same concept is included here in the SAP also, and we are calling it now, like whatever the scenarios you are having, we will provide the solution in EPPM. But really these are the different modules. Okay, PPM, even certification wise also PPM is separate certification, PS is separate certification. And PS is having IM also. In CPM, we don't have any certification. EPC, Enterprise Project Connector, we don't have any certification. In my next slides, I have included all this concept in detail. So I'm going to explain the same concept.
Okay, so PSC also comes under EPPM, huh?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, and so when you are going to the starting this investment and construction project, like so you were saying that procurement of material and everything to construction on the project, right, sir?
Yes,
So in
yes,
this
yes.
case, and in this case, do we have any integration with MM to REFX area?
With REFX and REFX to MM, we don't have any directly integration, but we are having through PS. PS object we can assign to REFX object, and PS object is integrated with your MM object.
Oh, rental object. So you mean to say the rental object is assigned to the PS, and again from PS to
MM.
okay, for MM, MM. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you. Thanks for the clarification.
So next is here what we are going to understand: investment management, SAP PPM Portfolio Project Management Overview. What exactly it is giving us? Okay, it's not part of your real estate solution, but it is added here to explain real estate lifecycle management. Okay, so in this area, I'm going to explain project types in SAP to understand what kind of projects we are having in SAP. And next is yeah, next is project program and portfolio. What is the difference between project program and portfolios? And then I'll explain concept of PPM, portfolio project management, and then business case Godrej properties. So I'll take one example from the Godrej properties, and going forward we'll go with the same scenario. Okay, first we'll understand what is investment strategies, and then how we can do the investment, and what are the basis to doing the investment, and then how we can do the construction, and then we will move to real estate management. So first thing is project types in SAP solution. In SAP, we are having three major types of as projects. So we categorized these projects in two areas. One is an internally financed project, where the organization is financing the project to execute. Okay, like investment project. Let's say Godrej Properties, this is the one organization, and they just want to construct their office. Okay, so this is an investment for them. So it is internally financed project. There is no customer. So in that case, and another is the externally financed project. In externally financed project, it has to be financed by other party, like customers. So let's say if any contractor is working for the Godrej Properties. So in that case, this project is internally financed for the Godrej Properties, but for contractor, it is externally financed project. Okay. Or when Godrej Property is constructing any project based on the demand, based on the requirement of customer directly, in that case, it will be externally financed project. Let's say in India, whenever they are launching any project, they are selling it same time. They used to start the sale same time. Okay. So that perspective, this is my customer project, not my investment project, because we are taking the finance from the outsider. Internally project, we are having investment project. We used to call it as a capitalized project also. Let's say any organization is doing any project to construct any plant. Okay, so whatever the investment they are putting it, it will be capitalized. Okay, and finally it is going to become an asset for us. So this is an investment project. And overhead cost projects like R&D projects, where we are having cost only. We don't know whether it will become investment for us, or is there in future whether we will be able to sell it or not. Okay, so like R&D projects also, this is in the same category, overhead cost project, where just we are putting the cost. Okay, and if it is successful, we can create another project to sell it. If it is not successful, whatever the cost is incurred, it will go into cost center only. Another example, whenever any company doing any projects for the government organizations, so they used to have some other projects in linked with your main project. Let's say if you are going for road construction, So with the road construction, they used to ask to the contractor or to the business partner to do the plantation or to do some other social work also. So for the organization, all these projects are only cost project. These projects are not investment. But in some of cases, I'm not saying in some of cases, indirectly it is helping organization to build their brand. So sometimes we are considering it investment also. Okay, so there are different perspective here. So investment project that initially causes cost and that may only generate revenue or provide other benefits after a certain period. So whenever we are doing any investment, how we will come to know whether it is a beneficial for us or not. Okay, so there are different way to do to calculate it based on the NPV, net present value, internal rate of return. Okay, so these two things are major things which we can manage it in investment management, that is a module called IM, or we can manage it in portfolio project management. So here, no customer in investment project, no initial revenue, periodic capitalization to AUC, and final capitalization to asset, and then acquisition of fixed asset, that is one example, investment in research and development, that is also one example, and finally solutions are available in IM, PS, CO, PPM, and CPM. Okay, so majorly the major part will be included in IM and PPM and PS. Okay, other are supporting model, whether it is a CPM or some other model, CO. Similarly, overhead cost projects, here no revenue, actual cost transfer to your expense account, cost center. Okay, the example here, R&D projects. Okay, you can manage it in PS, CO, PPM, and CPM. So here PPM stands for portfolio project management and CPM is commercial project management. Externally friends project where customer projects, you organization used to execute the projects for their customer, project executed as per customer requirement, and strategy to execute project to achieve organization goal. And then we will have customer, we will have revenue. Okay, and investment project and overhead cost project will not have revenue and there will be no customer. Capitalization to product or project as per your requirement, and here we can manage it in PS, SD, CO, PPM, and CPM. So this is one example here, engineering, construction, and operation. Like some contractor used to execute the project for their customers, okay, like road construction or building construction, or make to order scenarios. That is also one case here. So if you see here, when we are going for different type of project implementation, we need to choose different modules as per the nature of their work. If it is internally financed, we need to choose IM, PS, PPM, CPM. Okay, and when we are going for customer project, we need to go with PS, PPM, CPM. So as per the scenarios, we are changing the modules. So to remove this confusion, we are calling directly that we will provide complete solution of your projects in EPPM, Enterprise Project Portfolio Project Management. Okay. So what exactly is available in EPPM? Okay, so here project, program, and portfolio. Okay, so this is just one overview here. Let's say there is one organization called Godrej Properties and it is having a similar project at one place, commercial project and residential project. Okay, and commercial projects, again it will have a different projects. Okay, so project is basically the temporary endeavor undertaken by a company or organization, and program is a group of projects that are similar or related to one another and which are often managed and coordinated as a group instead of independently. So what we are seeing, similar projects we are keeping at one place, and this group where we are doing all similar projects, we are calling it as a program. Okay, and within portfolio, It's a collection of projects and programs that are managed as a group to achieve strategic objectives. So here portfolio is here. In this example, portfolio is company level. If you see at company level, let's say when I'm saying Godrej Properties. So Godrej Properties is doing only construction plus real estate project. They are not doing IT project, right? They are not doing manufacturing projects. They are not doing consulting projects, only construction and real estate. So it means similar type of projects has been kept at one place and we are calling it as a portfolio. And further, to keep segregation between all the projects, we are dividing into some different subgroups and we are calling it as a program. Okay, so in this example, commercial projects like mall construction, your commercial street construction, all these things has been included here in commercial project. Your residential project, when you are focusing on your residential township construction, and sometimes it's affordable houses also. So all these projects you can keep it further. Next, when we are mapping into SAP PPM Portfolio Project Management, what it means here, this SAP Portfolio Project Management is providing the approach of selecting, prioritizing and controlling of an organization's project and programs in line with strategic objectives and capacity to deliver. So here actually, whenever any organization, let me move to next slide here. See, let's say one example of Godrej Group. Okay, and this group is having different companies. There is one company, Godrej Infotech. They are managing their IT project, IT services here in this company. Godrej Consumer Product, they are manufacturing consumer products. And there is Godrej Property. Godrej Properties, this company is basically in construction and real estate. So here this company is having its own vision and mission. So when the company was formed, they have defined one vision and mission of the organization. Okay, and to achieve this vision and mission of the organization, they need to define the business strategy. So their main goal to achieve whatever they are stating in vision and mission, right, through business strategy. And how they will achieve it is based on strategic rules. So they have defined some rules. They want to be, let's say, in 5 best real estate company in India. So to become to be in a list of 5 real estate company, they have to put their strategies accordingly. Okay, so let's say by understanding that requirement, they have decided to do only premium residential project. They will not go for any road construction or any. They just want to be king of residential or commercial properties. They don't want to go in the road construction or other areas. They are construction organization, but they just want to be away from these projects. They will do only commercial and real estate, residential real estate projects. So here they have defined some premium, they have defined some strategic rules like a premium residential project they will do only premium location projects. Okay, they will not buy some land in some very remote areas and will do some premium project. No, they used to do very premium location projects. Premium quality of construction they will follow, on the time delivery they will do, and then best customer experience with all committed delivery. Then only they will achieve their position in the market. And that is their agenda, that is their vision and mission of the organization. So when they are doing any project, even before starting of any project, they need to analyze it whether it is aligning as per my statement in vision and mission. So when they are going for it, they are checking with the strategic rules. Yes, it is fitting as per my strategic rule. And here it is my business strategy, which is helping us to achieve my vision and mission of the organization. So when they are analyzing it, they need some tool. They need something to manage this any initiative, any requirement which is coming from the strategic team or strategic department. So here PPM is going to help us. Portfolio project management. We are having another option through IM, investment management. but PPM is the best solution here as per the S4. So PPM is providing the alignment of portfolio with corporate goals. That is the major benefit. So before even starting of any execution, you can analyze the requirement. If it is fitting, if your success factor is positive, if your NPV is meeting, if your internal rate of return, everything is as per your market strategies, and you are achieving your goal, you may achieve the goals, then you will start this project. So based on this, you will select suitable project, otherwise you will stop this project here itself. So once your project is approved, it will go for next level for construction. So here project system will be used, and once construction is done, then it will go for lease out. So here ReFx will be used. So what is happening here? PPM is basically, it is helping us to align portfolio with corporate goal, and same is explained here in my previous slide. What we are calling here SAP Portfolio Project Management provides the approach of selection, prioritization, and control of an organization's projects and program in line with its strategic objectives and capacity to deliver. And these are the key functions of PPM system. Align portfolio with corporate goals, maximize the value of portfolio, and then use your resources more effectively. So in portfolio management, we are having functionality of staffing, resource assignment based on qualification, based on the availability, and based on the location. And here in PPM system, we are having real-time visibility of project cost, commitment, revenue, capacity, requirement, schedule, staffing, and results. So these are the major areas here. So now business case. Yeah. So portfolio structure, if I'm putting the same example of Godrej Group here, the Godrej Group I have created as a portfolio definition. So in SAP PPM system, we need to define the portfolio definition, which will have the bucket, and we can create a multi-level of buckets here. So this is my portfolio definition, which is having 3 different buckets: level 1 bucket, and then level 2 buckets. Within Godrej properties, I am creating commercial project and residential project. So these are my next level bucket. You can create further level if you need. Otherwise, 2 or 3 levels are sufficient. Okay. So portfolio structure in SAP PPM S4HANA, I have taken another example here, portfolio definition, which is divided in different units, and then again it is divided in subunits. So here I have taken example of a manufacturing plant. Here is exactly the structure, how it is going to happen here in PPM system. Second, here you are having organization objectives, and then it will be aligned with your portfolio definition. Then again, portfolio definition will have this structure in the form of bucket. So these are the next level, and you can create an initiative. Initiative means like whenever you are thinking, let's say you are the part of strategy team and you are deciding, you are planning to start one township project in Noida. Okay. So this is your just idea, or let's say if you want to start a new project in Delhi. So this is your idea. So here you can create one initiative. If this initiative is approved, it will go for execution. So to execute one idea, you may require multiple projects to be executed. Like when we are saying township, this is one idea, but township itself, within the township, we need to execute different projects for residential construction, for commercial construction, for pool construction, for parking construction. So these are the different projects you can consider it here. And portfolio project management, we are calling it as an item. Item is basically, it's a parallel to PS project. Okay. So here, once your idea is approved in initiative or in the portfolio item, it will be replicated to the PS project. And here you are going to manage your construction. Okay, so idea will be approved here in the PPM, your initiative, and construction will happen here in the project system. Okay, here in SAP PPM, we are having functionality of resource management also. It is additional, but in my scenario, it's not required because it's very elaborative area where we need to understand how you can do the staffing in the project, on what basis you can do, how the project manager used to demand the resources, then it is going to the resource manager, then resource manager is finding it from resource pool or from other data. Okay, then he's assigning the resources. Again, it is coming to the project manager, then project manager is confirming. So it's very lengthy process, and it is not required because it's a very focused area. But here to just understand, this functionality is also available here in SAP PPM. These are some reports available in PPM. You can access PPM system through NetWeaver. So transaction will be executed in NetWeaver, not in the ECC. Your configuration will happen in ECC, sorry, in SAP GUI only, GUI, but transaction will be executed in NetWeaver or in the Fury. Okay, so this is one screenshot I have included here, and these are some reports, BCV reports, business context viewer reports. Okay, so you can develop your report here in BCV, and you can show your reports in this form also. So the strategy for this training will be, first I will explain the business processes, okay, and like how I have taken one case today, Godrej Properties, the same business case we will follow. We'll understand how we can create an item, how we can approve it, and once it is approved, it will be replicated into project system, and then in project system we will understand how we can go for the planning and then execution. Okay, and the next is how to use the system. Here in this step, I will explain all the transaction execution, how you can execute the transaction. So this is a user level, and then we'll go for the configuration, all the required configuration, and if is there any development is required, we'll understand that one also. So all these things will be followed in ReFx area, not in PPM or in the PS. PPM and PS, I will only explain the process, how it is going forward, and then ReFx will focus from all the perspective. So any question here, please? Okay, so here I'll just explain the whole thing. So how we are going to start it in system. Second. Okay, so it will start from portfolio project management. Okay, and then it will go to PS project system, and then it will go to ReFx. Okay, so here in the portfolio management, we'll create one item. Item is basically one idea or initiative. Okay, item, and this item will be approved and it will be replicated as a PS project here in the PS. So we will do all the execution activities here, planning and execution. And once my product is ready, then we will create master data here in the ReFx. So this is just to flow, just to explain the flow, how we are going to understand the system. Okay, so I'll start from portfolio project management today. I'll show you here in the system how you can create item and how it can be approved. It is self-explanatory. It's very nice system. And when we are accessing PPM system, your configuration will be available here in the S4HANA. GUI system. Okay, and you can execute the transaction in NetWeaver, or you can execute the transaction in Fury system. Okay, so we are having standard Fury also in PPM system. Okay, and when we will go for SAP project system, there also we can go with the NetWeaver, Fury, and GUI also. We can execute the transaction in GUI. In ReFx, we are having two standard app in the Fury. We can execute the transaction from that Fury app or directly into GUI we can do. Okay, so what we'll do, I'll explain the Fury apps separately. I will focus more on GUI transactions only. So here this is clear. Any question here?
This facility is not available in ECC now, sir, you are saying?
No, ECC, ECC, I think there was only one app earlier, only for reporting. Okay, there was one for to navigate your contract. Okay, now they have given a replication of REAT. Basically, it's REAT only in HTML. Okay, so but you can access it through Fury app. So it is giving you different feeling. Okay, because in S4, their major agenda is to give a user experience. Apart from user interface, it should be user experience focused. So to experience it from the Fury, you will access the same transaction, but it will be into HTML. Okay, so it will be little slow in system, but it is good. And to understand it in more detail, I will recommend better to go with the standard transaction into GUI only. Okay, because if GUI is clear, all the tabs, all the functionality is clear, then it will be easy to understand in the Fury. Or limitations also you can understand. Whatever the tabs are not available in Fury, if you are getting any requirement to add, if you have already practiced into GUI side, then you can easily understand, yes, this is the things which I need to accommodate here.
Okay, so you mean to say that if I want to create an item in the portfolio project management, I don't have an option at ECC currently?
Correct. You don't have this option. You need to execute the transaction in NetWeaver or into Fury.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I'll show you here in the system. It will be clear. One second. I'm just logging into my system.
Sir, earlier it was like a separate system, right? Now in HANA it is included in. Is it, sir?
Yes. Earlier, before S4, before EPPM, PPM was the separate module. It used to be installed separately or as a add-on on the same ECC server. We were having choice. But now, after 1709 version of S4, it is included into core system only.
Okay.
Now SAP is giving a combined license of EPPM